And I'm joined here by one of my brothers in Islam, in the Islamic Center of Mission Viejo, Brother John Shoresmith. Did I say that correctly?
Not quite. Sharsmith.
Sharsmith.
It's difficult. Mashallah.
So tell us a bit about yourself and how you came to Islam.
Well, I've been seeking religion for a long time in my life. I looked into Catholicism. I studied Taoism for a while. Became an expert at it. I looked into the Hindu religions through the Bhagavad Gita. I've read Nietzsche. I've read some Marx, Kant. I studied English at Saddleback College, the honors English course, and through that course, read a number of different points of view and visions of what the world should be about. And
can I ask you, was there a particular catalyst or something going on in your life which motivated you to start searching through the different religions?
Yes. Let's say dysfunctional family life when I was a child. And just without me blaming anyone, just we'll leave it at that. More importantly to me was the catalyst that brought me to Islam. Now, because of the religious studies that I had already undergone, I realized that there were certain principles that are applied in religion and in politics and in socialism. One of those principles is called scapegoating, and it's a concept that's very familiar to the Russians. And I never pronounce the Russian names right, but the brothers Karamazov talks about a scapegoat. And there are others. Leslie Lagoon wrote a book about a scapegoat. It's the concept of, just briefly, for those that don't understand the concept of scapegoat, it is a person who is isolated for the benefit of the entire group. For example, without getting fully into the concepts, because it's a very deep concept, when September 11th occurred, I realized that the United States of America, for whatever reason, had decided to scapegoat Islam.
And were you Muslim at that time?
No, I was not. I was undecided, non-denominational, still seeking. And the reason that I decided this is complicated, the fact that the United States was about to scapegoat Islam. Maybe, maybe not. It simply appeared to me that that was what was going to happen. And so I thought to myself, well, if we're going to scapegoat a race of people and we're going to go after them as the cause and problems of the Western nations, it would be nice to read some of their literature, hear a few of their songs, and at least find out what they're all about before we undergo the process of persecution and oppression for an entire race of people.
Right.
So I purchased a Quran, not a translation, just the literal English to Arabic translation of the Quran. And I began to read it. And to me, it seemed like poetry. But the meaning, because I don't understand Arabic, really wasn't there. And I decided to look into it a little bit further, as I assumed that that could not possibly be the whole of the religion. So I came here to this mosque that you're in right now, and I spoke with Sheikh Yasser, and he gave me what's called the King Fahad version of the Quran, which is a Quran that was translated in 1400 AH by a team, and I mean a world team of scholars, with the intent of translating the intensities of the Arabic language for English-speaking people, so that the full meaning of the word becomes apparent.
Right.
When I read that version of the Quran, in my own mind, I